chat. 3 streams a day. That's a long day. I definitely underestimated that. But I am super excited to try the 777-200 by PMDG. This thing, man, I fired it up and I don't know, man. The look of the model, like, just, I mean, the narrow bodies are cool, but look at this thing. It's a boat. It's massive. So I'm super excited to give this thing a fly. I am up against a little bit of a time constraint with dinner, so we aren't going to be able to do as detailed of like a walk around and stuff like that. However, suffice it to say, this model is fantastic. It looks like a triple. I guess ANA is celebrating Casual Tuesdays because we're flying with baseball caps and hoodies. But oh, maybe is that Turk and his Lululemons? I think that's what that is. I think Turk's and his Lululemons up front. But yeah, so oh boy, what did I do? I got my views all messed up here. There we go. This is the ANA 777, and this flight that we're doing is actually it's pretty cool to me because this was my Freedom Bird. When I got out of the Navy, I was on an aircraft carrier deployed in the South China Sea, and I was flown to Marine Corps Air Station on Okinawa, and then to get me home, they sent me to from Okinawa to Tokyo on a 777, and then from Tokyo to SFO on a 78. So we left out of this gate, took off on runway 36, and that was the first step of being a free man for me. So kind of a little bit of meaning in this flight, and so it's also one of the shorter flights done by a triple. So that's why we picked it. So Vodka, welcome. We're here now. Yep. Thanks for sticking with me through the full day worth of streams. Pete Ski with you. Awesome, man. AJ Fernari, real life shots fired. Yeah, well, Turk takes it. Joe Plains, welcome. Ready to hear those Pratts? Yeah, we'll see. This is my first ever flight in the triple, so we'll see how it goes. Actually, I'm just realizing it now. I was at this jet bridge when I got out of the Navy because I was actually walking right down here at the split when I got a phone call that I had been accepted into the Navy Reserves, and so that was kind of cool. But anyway. Cool. All right, so we'll go ahead and get started here. So we'll jump into the 7. Now, I am not a 777 pilot. I've never flown a 777, so I'm going to be leaning on you guys a little bit more than normal on how to get this thing going. Blackbird Controls with another $10 super chat. My man, I am so sorry I missed the one on the last chat. I don't know what I was doing when it came in, but thank you so much, man, for your support. I love hanging out with you, doing the first-person shooter stuff in the evenings, and then your controls for the Honeycomb Bravo, dude, they just make it so much more of an immersive experience flying the 7.3. So I do need to pick up a set of the triple levers now once I get flying the triple a little bit more. But thanks for your time, most importantly, hanging out here. I know you're a busy guy, and then thanks for the dono as well, man. I really appreciate it. So. All right, Mr. Suzuki's still here also. Yep, Pete Ski and AJ. Awesome, guys. All right, so here we go. We've got we're on the battery, and now we need to. I got the window open because I was super excited, dude. I love opening windows. Like when I'm setting the airplane up, in real life, I've normally got the window open, and the captains probably all hate it, but that's fine. So we've got air unit. We don't need that. We do need dual jetway plugs. We'll do that. We'll get the jetway attached. We'll get the ground service vehicles going here. We'll request data from SimBrief. Ooh. Don't have current nav data, so we'll download that. And while that's downloading, we will get the jetway going, or the external power going. There we go. All right. Man, the 777 hardware looks a little bit, well, it's not even mid. It's just a lot different than the 7.3. Like, it's a lot more Airbusy and fly-by-wire. So, but, oh, awesome. Not super busy at 5 p.m. on a Friday. Worked hard enough earlier today. Dude, breaking news, man. We might, there's a non-zero chance that we may become neighbors here, maybe inside of a year. So we'll have to touch base on that a little bit. But okay. Again, I have no idea how to fly a 777, so we're going to start on the overhead just because I think that's probably a good place to start. And we're just going to go down here. Broadband comm, sure, turn that on. Add-roos, turn those on. Asymmetric thrust computer, I do know what that is because I played with that in the sim one time. That's pretty cool. If you have a V1 cut, it automatically puts in a bunch of rudder for you. So you don't go zipping off the side of the runway. Cabin utility and IFE passenger switches on. Drive. This is all 737-like. Keep those on. Emergency exit lights. We'll get those on. Service interphone stays off. Passenger oxygen is armed. Get the window heats on. Rat stays guarded. Hide pumps probably stay off. Get the seatbelt signs on. Cargo fire. Test it. That looks like a good test to me. EECs are closed. Auto start on. Fuel jettison, keep that off. All the fuel pumps, keep those off. Anti-ice, that'll stay in auto. We'll get logo lights on. Test all the indicators. Oh, it's spring-loaded. Cool. All right. That all looks good. We don't have the APU on yet. Equipment cooling's in auto. Auto. Yeah, that's probably all auto. That all looks good. Okay, cool. Let's see. Get all this stuff going. I think the screens are coming up here. Okay. Then we'll come down here. We tested the indicators, right? We'll go RTO. All that's guarded. Gears down. These are all normal. CDU. We'll do a. I guess there's probably not a takeoff config warning. I guess we have to check. Just check those for movement. Radios. What is our CTAF at where are we going? Oh, Digital Merc, welcome, man. Round 3 start. Just flew this bird from somewhere in Europe to somewhere else in Europe. Awesome, dude. That's great. I'm really looking forward to it as my first flight in this thing on stream. So if I goon it up, you're going to see it in real time. No AIP data. CTAF / ROAH. All right, step 1, chat. What's the CTAF here? Virtual flight diaries. I don't know, man. I've done. I mean, not to sound boring, but like I've done a lot of traveling in my life. You know, mainly in the military, and I'm kind of over the whole like visit a place for work and get 24 hours and then say you visited it, if that makes sense. I kind of want to, if I want to go to Europe or something, I want to like go to Europe for a week, So I don't know. And then always being tired all the time. I mean, not to be a negative Nancy, but I don't, at least where I am in my life right now, I don't really see myself doing it. In the future, maybe, but yeah, as of right now, dude, I'm pretty content being a narrow body pilot who stays, within one time zone of home. So 22.8, no CTAF here. Okay, cool. So it's Unicom, so we'll go 22.8. There we go. That's in. Okay. EFIS control. Don't know what that is. Display control. Don't know what that is either. Oh, there we go. Oh, we can control the. Okay, we'll do that. Let's just look through this and see. Okay. Holy crap. Okay. PMDG options. Got it. I'm going to have to go through and learn about that stuff because I don't know anything about the triple. So we're just going to leave it all as default for now, and I'll learn about it later. So pause net. We're going from ROAH. What? Turn those off? Okay. Wait. Why do I want them off? All right. I've already made my first mistake. Vodka says turn these off. Okay. Let's see. ROAH. So I guess I don't really need it. I can go FMS position or I can go GPS position, grab that, come back here, dump that in. Look at that. So in theory, I should know how to work the avionics because um, the 737NG was marketed by Boeing as having um, the avionics of the 777 kind of smashed into a 737 cockpit. So in theory, all this should be fairly straightforward. We'll see. Uncheck the EFIS displays. Okay, I did it. Oh man, Blackbird, food poisoning got you. Man, that's rough. All right, route uplink. I'm gonna say load. Max Racing. I don't know, man. I've heard that wide body pilots don't fly as much as narrow body pilots, but I've got a lot of friends who are flying wide body, and they act like they never fly, but they work 2 less days than me, and their trips are longer. So, I don't know. 2 less days is not really worth it to me, but that's All right, so let's see. We're taking off of runway 36 right, and what does SimBrief have us? Let's see. SimBrief planned us on which Depacha? The Escobie 3 departure with the Amami transition. Okay. And coming into Haneda, we're going to go RJTT, ILS 16 left, Sandy transition, and we're going to use the Axelin. Yeah, Axelin. Okay. Execute. Okay, so we got the route, performance init. Yeah, we need like way more gas than that. So fuel. Oh, it's in kilograms, chat. I don't want kilograms. I need pounds. I think we need pounds. Yeah, we need pounds. Okay. Okay, let's see. Let's see. We'll go. I think that's in PMDG setup, probably. Options, maybe aircraft. Oh boy, displays. Hey, there we go. Pounds. All right, cool. And then we'll go PMDG setup, aircraft. I'm surprised it doesn't download the fuel like the 7.3 does, where you just hit like load and it loads all of it. FS, I'm going in a circle here. All right, fuel. We need how much gas? We need 46.8. That sounds like 50 to me. There we go. 50. Return. It does? Vodka. What do you mean I skipped that? How do I? All right, go back. Pause. Route. Route copy. Okay. What did I do? How do I do the fuel thing? Didn't I do it by going to Route 1 or by doing the uplink? Okay. Well, chat, we're just doing it. We're doing it manual. So we got 50K of gas payload. We're gonna do it iFly style. 372.4. So 372.4 with a 0 fuel weight. There we go. Okay. There we go. 372.4. That's good. Good enough. All right. Perfinit, that's calculated. Accept the perfinit. 0 fuel weight, 372.4. That's all good. Sure. Okay. And then we'll get winds data. Load that. Cam, I don't know. This is my first time. Vodka's saying it does, and that I missed the step to do it. So dude, this you're looking at. I bought this. I actually bought this airplane in between the T6 Stream and the 737 Stream. So like I have not done anything with this airplane. So if I mess anything up, it's not the jet. It's the nut behind the stick. So. Yeah, if there's something goofy with it, it's definitely me. All right, we're gonna fire up the APU. Turn the left forward pump on. Fire up the APU. Oh, yeah. Yep. In real world, it's all loaded just like I do on every stream. Yeah, it's all everything. Load sheet, perf numbers, all of it gets data linked. Okay, progress looks good. 868 miles. That's about right. Climb speed. Yeah, sure. Those numbers look fine. We're going up to 370. Check that against SimBrief. Yep. SimBrief has 410, so we'll put 41 in here. We go high because we are super light, so we'll go 41. I like that. Next page, cruise. This box is actually very similar to the one that we actually have in our 7.3, except it's got a little extra stuff in it. 41 for cruise. That's fine. We'll do 300 in the transition until we read the star and find out otherwise. Nope, I don't want to do that. What was it, 0.84? 0.84 or 300. There we go. In the descent, I think Japan's 250 below 10. We'll see. Alternate. Oh, that's cool. So it's this. We have this page in the Guppy. It's just on the routes page. All right, we saved route 2. Legs all look good. Something's goofy there. Sandy is 800, and then okay. Let's see. We'll take a look at our. How do I do the Randazzo's hand thing? Like, how do I make that? Oh, yeah, there. Well, that seems very captain centric. Oh, Bill's Mafia, you don't have to turn the pump on; it's automatic. All right, cool. There we go. Cool. Okay, so the legs, we need to go here. Departure. ROAH. And airport. We want to do the. No, I don't want the airport briefing. I just want the map, the 10.9 page. There we go. Here we go. 10.9 page. I want that. SIDS. We want the. What did we say we were doing? Pull up SimBrief. ESCO-B, this one. All right, ESCO-B 3. The approach, we'll put 36 left ILS in just in case. And that's that. Okay, so we can go here to pinned. Check out the SID. And the SID is going to be. Oh, I got to go menu, FMC, departures, arrivals. Okay, we got 36 right. Oh, it didn't select. That's why. ESCO-B 3, Amami, I think, right? Yeah, Amami. Execute. There we go. Okay, that looks better. That looks more better. All right. Yeah, dude. Hey, I need the peanut gallery today because again, not sure what I'm doing on this thing. All right. ESCO-B 3, taking off at 36 right. Climb on a heading of 003. Bop, bop, bop. 003. At or above 500 feet, which is there. Right turn direct. Or no, not right turn. Direct to H6R00. That's in the box. Then turn left direct to Kisna. Jelma. Okay, all those. Cool. No altitudes or anything in the box. We're going out to Amami. that all looks good. All right, so we did the route page, did the legs page, nav radios. I'm assuming those are all automatic. Fixed page. We don't need nothing there. For nav radios, nav rad, yep, that's all going to be, we should probably put the, let's see, how do we do this here? We go route, departures and arrivals, index. Yeah, here we go. And then we go ROAH. Oh no, I want to go ROAH, route 1, arrival, and then I want to put the ILS 236 left in. Is that what I want to do? No, that's not what I want to do. Okay, I just want to leave it there, and then we'll have to select it in the box when we come back around. Okay, cool. So that's all set. Now we can do our performance stuff. So we'll import from the OFP. Famous last words, Blackbird. You'll be fine. It's a big 737NG. Yeah, Blackbird. You're right. It goes in route 2. I just brain farted there for a second. So ROAH, I think, is what I want here. ROH Naha. There we go. 36 right. There we go. Import from aircraft, auto weather. Boom. All right. So we'll put all that in a second. Request sim brief data in the EFP. I think I did that. Did I not? Yeah, I did. I'll request it again. Oh, you know what? I didn't have nav data when I requested the first time, so I bet that's why. There we go. All right, good call. Let's see. I want to do it in route 2. That's right. So if I go route 2, I've already copied it, and then don't go departures and arrivals, back up, erase that. ROAH, route 2, departures. Here we go. We're doing it, chat. Nope, that's not departure. I want arrivals right here. 36 left. Viger, sure. All right, that's in route 2. Don't activate it. And we're on our way. All right, for performance, initialization, we got that. Thrust limit page, this is the same thing as the N1 page. So we're going to do TO2 with a selected temperature of 38. The APU will turn off once we do our jazz there. 1.29 EPR, 1.29 EPR, that looks good. Climb 2's arm, takeoff page, flap 5. CG will auto-populate, and then the box is giving me 32, 35, and 40. 32, 35, and 40. Perfect. Reference speeds are on, and trim is 6.25, which I may need to turn the hydraulics on before I do this. Yeah, okay, cool. So we'll do that in a second. All right, so now how do I put Randazzo's hand away? Anybody? How do I make the ghost hand go away? I definitely did not read the manual before I started this. Click same spot. Well, I don't remember where I clicked to get it, to be honest with you. The 777 logo? What? This? No. The 777 logo. Oh, like on the thing here? This guy? Wait, this guy? Captain side. Captain side mount on the left side of the... Oh, click that. Boom! Hey, cool. All right, thanks, boys. All right. Top altitude, we didn't have one, so we're going to put this all the way up to... can we make it all the way up to 41? Can it do that? VNAV, cruise altitude, 41. Yeah, it doesn't say it can't. Okay, all the way up to 41. All right. There we go. 41, we got the heading set. We'll set V2, which is 140. 140. And we'll turn on the flight directors. And then we'll come up here. We already did all that. Turn off the external power. That looks good. And then APU bleed's already on. Air. Well, hell. Don't have to do anything. Okay, cool. Airplane's all configured. So I suppose we can run a pre-flight checklist. Awesome. Yeah, Raymond, coming to the rescue, man. That's going to be your first save of many. So get ready for it. Oxygen mask. Where's the oxygen mask? Right there. Cool. Tested. All right. Oxygen mask. Text is 100%. Flight instruments are set. Heading altitude and the altimeter. Parking brake is set. Wow, that's the world's shortest pre-flight checklist. Okay. Pre-flight check is complete. Before start, flight deck door is closed and locked. Passenger signs are done. MCP, we got V2, heading check and altitude. Takeoff speeds are set. CDU pre-flight's complete. Trim, we'll set in a second. Taxi and takeoff brief is complete, and the beacon is sensed, and it'll come on. Oh, where is it? There it is. Beacon, on. All right, before start checklist complete. I'll put that away. That's cool. Get rid of that. Okay. Engine, maybe? Yeah, there we go. All right, and then we'll do pumps. So we'll go get the electric pumps on, and I'm looking forward to. Okay, all y'all haters, I bound my views. See, so I can do it when I can get out of the cockpit. There we go. I'm wait. Look at this. Oh, look at how the pumps are coming on, and the ailerons are coming back down to neutral. I'm assuming they got blown up by the wind. That's cool. And then this one to auto. Maybe the inboard aileron doesn't run off of that system. Oh, there it is. Nice. Okay. So pumps. Let's see. Pumps. We don't have any forward tank fuel. We don't want to crossfeed anything. So pumps. Doors. We got to do all the outside stuff. All right. So we'll go on here. And let's see. Switch to auto, my friend, on pumps. I did, didn't I? Auto. Yeah, they're all auto. And then, dude, I'm a 737 guy, man. Auto is not in my vocab. Oh, quick loading, did I? Oh, okay, I did it through the EFB, but this, got it. That's cool, utility, I'll do that later. Ground operations, release all. Ground connections, we can release and release. And release. Max Racing, fun fact, you're supposed to switch the right demand pump on first and turn it off last to prevent fluid transfer. Okay, so wait now. So the right demand pump, which one's the right demand pump? This guy. All right, so the right demand pump on first. And that, wasn't it already on? I feel like this one was already on. And then turn it off last. Okay, so remind me of that when we get to Tokyo. That's cool. All right. Let's see. We're all buttoned up, right? All the stuff is gone. We just got to get the chocks out of here and do the old pushback thing. So we'll go menu, FS actions. Oh, I probably have to get rid of the chocks first, yeah. All right, chocks are removed. Why is pushback grayed out? Am I connected to stuff? All right, we got the beacon on. We got the chocks are removed, but my pushback is grayed out. Do I need to go service vehicles? No. Not sure. Did it in here? Automated ground ops. Oh, this is where you can do automated ground ops? That's cool. Wheel chocks. Turn type. Check your EFB. Okay. So chocks are out. All this stuff is pulled. Ground service vehicles released all. Oh, V1. There's no pushback in the triple. It's in this. Okay, it's in the 7.3. Why isn't it in the triple? Okay, 7.3 goat. Got it. Alt P. All right, here we go. Pushing back. Alt P or Shift P? I think it's Shift P. Oh man, now you're gonna make me go to a window, and now everyone's gonna make fun of me because my ATC window is huge. All right, ground services, ground request pushback. There we go. Make a G. I like it so far. I think it's fake news when they say that the triple and the 737 are the same. But as far as avionics go, oh, chat, forgot the windows. Got to close the windows. Hang on. Look at that. That's awesome. Oh, that's cool. I love that. Oh, and then lock it. And then close the... Dude. Oh, man. I wish I could fly a 777, man. I don't want to do what 777s do, but I would love to fly one. Binding simulator. Yeah. Max Racing, 100%. Having flaperons is awesome. Like this wing is cool. Like even just how big it is, right? It's like it flexes under its own weight. It's pretty awesome. Ooh, Digital Mark, you're messing with the Moby flight to make the FMC work? Ah, I like it. Yeah, Mickey G, but this one has like a hand crank and stuff, so it wouldn't open on its own. Oh, I got to make a call too, and then stop pushback. Naha ground ANA 1422 pushing back gate 31. All right, that's done. Okay, we're going to set the parking brake, and we're going to start the motors, which I think it's auto start, right? So we just go up here, start, and then we go outside and profit. Okay. All right. I'll buy it. I guess I did buy it. Okay, EGT is done, so then we can go over here and start number 1. And flip that lever up. And we'll watch this one from back here. Okay, that was super mid. Oh, wait, it's not starting. Oh, yeah, it is. Shoot. All right, cool. Ooh, that got hot. All right, so it's winding down. Yeah, okay, so the sounds are the sounds are the sounds, but we knew that going in. All right, let's see. The generators are on. All auto. Okay, well, I guess there's nothing to do on the overhead. Cool. We'll pop the flaps down. So I love the 777, the little flipper flap thing that comes out here. So we'll do the leading edge devices from up here. I'll chat the flap sounds. And flap 5. All right. There we go. Pratt Owl, love it. All right, here we go. That's done. We'll do some checklist, right? After start or after before taxi. Okay, any ice, we don't need it. Recall. How do we check the recall? The button for that. There we go. Recall. Oh, I got to turn the APU off. Off. All right. Recall is checked. Auto brakes are set. Flight controls and ground equipment. We'll check the flight controls on the roll. Ground equipment is complete. And before takeoff check, we got flaps. And then after takeoff, all right, checklists are all set. Here we go. We will get out of here. Yeah, I agree, Shaq. The GEs definitely sound the best. I was going to say, why did Big Sim get the good sounds and I got the mid sounds? But I think I'm flying a Pratt versus his GE. Okay, so chat, here's something really cool. I don't know if any of you have flown out of Japan, but if you have, as you're taxiing out, all of the ground crew who did like the loading and the the fueling and all the stuff, they all line up right here. And when you're pushing back and starting, they're all standing there. And then as you taxi out, they all wave goodbye. Like they wave goodbye to you, and then they all at once take a bow as you taxi out. It is the coolest thing. I had never seen that before, and I felt like I was, well, part of me, it was a little morbid. I was like, man, well, maybe they don't think I'm coming back. But it was really, really cool to see that, just the Asian culture on full display. It was super cool. But yeah, okay. Taxi light is on, and I was in this seat right here. This is where I was on the flight out. And JAL, they actually taxied out with the flaps up, and then they lowered them once they got out onto the taxiway. So I was sitting back here going, man, I hope they put the flaps down. Look at that wing flex, chat. That just looks like big airplane wide body wing flex. With the random hydraulic pump kicking on. There we go. All right, up, down. Look at that, how the whole wing just opens up. This is cool. Oh man, I'm digging this, chat. Maybe I do want to fly a wide body someday. I don't know. That's a long time to spend on an airplane, man. It's a long time. Oh man, Pete Ski with the $20 super chat. 777s are nice, 74s are the best. I agree. It's like our whole Airbus versus 737 discussion, right? Like the triple is the future, right? It's super automated, and the 350, right? Like twin engine, super efficient, very automated, but God, the 747 is cool. So Mickey G, start simming in the left seat. Your future is waiting for you, King. Soon, TM? Yeah, soon. Gus, check my radios. What's wrong with my radios? They changed. I had 22.8 in. There we go, 22.8. And then Delta Guard. I gotta go Delta Guard here. Or Delta Common. There we go. All right, 22.5. You don't. Long flights suck. Yeah, I know, man. I'm like, I did 6 hours.
Now traffic, All Nippon 104, holding short runway 18 right, will proceed on departure, will report at the ground.
Oh man, you're using 1.8, right? Okay. Well, we're doing 3.6 because that's what I did 4 years ago, one time. Naha traffic, ANA 1422 is taxiing for departure 3.6 right, reverse flow, we'll wait for traffic. All right. We're taking off on 3.6 right because I did it one time. Okay. Digital Merc, yeah, I agree, man. The wing flex is way more better so far. And just I in the past, the triple has not given me the heavy airplane vibe. You know what I mean? Oh, my baby! Look at that! Oh, you know what this is? The Japanese Air Self-Defense Force has their F-15s here. So when we were taxiing out, and then these were E2 Hawkeyes. So I guess they didn't have model matching for it, but yeah, the JASDF E2s and then the F-15s were right there. That was pretty cool. That was bittersweet, man. I was sitting there taxiing out on this thing heading home, and I looked at those fighters sitting on the ramp and went, I'll never fly one of those again. But yeah, they really captured the heavy kind of lumbering feel of a wide body.
To your right.
Am I right? Let's see. To the right. To the right. I don't see. Oh wait, wasn't he taking off 1.8, right? He was taking off like on that other. Oh, there he is. There's Gus. See you, Gus. Gus, what are you flying?
777-200.
Nice. Yeah, that looks cool. I always think it's cool too how these wide bodies taxi so slow, you know. But I mean, you look at all the mass that they have; it makes sense. Yeah, V1. After your second trip, you'd be like, "All right, back to the Barbie Jetter 7.3." I know, man. I got a good buddy who went to the 350. He was a 220 guy, and he went to the 350. He loves it, but he describes his trips to me, and I just go, "Man, that sounds horrific." Doing like Sydney or something. All right, we're going to do LNAV, VNAV off the ground this time. So we're going to arm those. Auto throttle is armed. All right. Yeah, Force Raptor, I am too. It's interesting to me that a lot of the long haul birds don't have winglets. They all went with the like raked wingtip, which also looks cool. I mean, I think a raked winglet or raked wingtip looks cooler than a traditional winglet, but that's just me. Lights, buttons. Okay, cool. Transponder is on. Okay. Naha traffic, ANA 1422, departing runway 36 right, Naha. Alrighty, here we go. Yeah, luckily the CAM, the Airbus, the 321neo has all the Hawaii flying at my company, so the 7.3 doesn't do any of it, which I'm actually pretty thankful for. Oh boy, wide body. It's a big boy. There we go. All right. Looks like traffic is clear.
Traffic, ANA 104, passing 3000, climbing to 40, flight level 410 on the Scop 1 charter departure. Final call, now traffic.
Oh man. Hopefully we don't have a midair with Gus since we're on totally separate departures. Dude, I'm doing like 10 knots and I feel like I'm going way too fast for this thing. All right, here we go. All right, chat. Is everyone ready? Here we go. Nose forward on the stick.
Japan Air, taxiing 18 left via Alpha.
Stabilize them at something. And there we go. Thrust ref, toga toga. Got a little bit of growl. All right, there's 80 knots. Throttle hold, thrust normal.
V1.
Rotate. Ooh, yeah, it's heavy. There we go. Gear up. Watch your ears, fly with. I love how the gear doors close asymmetric. Look at this! Oh, man. All right. There's 1,500 feet acceleration height. Go autopilot real quick. So now they kept the flaps down a long time when I flew home, but I don't know if they had the speed restriction or something. All right. And I think on the heavies you keep it down until you're at the next speed. So like there's flap 1. Oh, I like it, chat.
Traffic, Japan Air, 404, lamp, 18 left, Echo 1. Traffic.
No. Thanks for waiting for me. All right, flaps up. Here we go. Little flipper flap goes away. Oh yeah, look at how the engine is flexing on the pylon. It's the subtle things, chat. It's the subtle stuff. All right, after takeoff checklist, I suppose we can go landing gear up, flaps up. After takeoff check is complete, get rid of that, and then sync the heading up. Which shockingly, Boeing still doesn't have a heading sync button. All right. Yeah, Mickey, how long were the flights in the 707? Because that thing carried a bunch of gas, didn't it? Well, actually, you guys could refuel, right? What's your longest mission? Can you say? Yeah, Zippy, I do wish we still had these. Yeah, those runway lights. Shakovic, can you nerd out for a second? Tell me what winglets do. Yeah, so winglets, effectively, a large part of the energy that's put into an airplane, into the system, if you will, gets lost in the wingtip vortices. So, and the wingtip vortices are formed by the high pressure air on the bottom of the wing spilling over around the wingtip to the low pressure area on top and creating a vortex that comes off the wingtip. The winglets, or the blended wingtips, or the raked wingtips, all of those, effectively what they do is they try to bring the wing to a point so that you have a smaller area of the wing tip where those vortices form. So effectively, it's just different ways to try and control the wingtip vortice. Because the most efficient wing shape is an elliptical wing, like on a Spitfire, because it comes to a point at the very tip, and so your tip losses are minimized. Now there are other reasons that the elliptical wing is not used anymore, but the winglet and the raked wingtip are all solutions to try and bring this wingtip to as narrow of a point as possible to stop the air from the bottom from spilling up over the top of the wingtip. That's all it is. Oscar, we just started, man. We just took off, so we've got how long do we have? Progress page 01. We got about 2 hours. About 2 hours en route. We're going to bump the speed up though, so it may go a little bit shorter than that, but I actually love the rising sun on the wing. That's super cool. There we go. Ooh, 13 hours without refueling? Dude, that's way too long, man. And you're sitting in like narrow body Boeing seats too. That's rough. Man. V1, so what's more effective and why, the split scimitar or the max winglet? So they're both more effective than the blended wingtip, right? That only goes up, because going up and down effectively blocks more of that transverse flow around the wingtip. I believe, and don't quote me on this, but I believe the only reason that the max is different is because Aviation Partners had already designed the split scimitar and had a patent on it. So Boeing couldn't use the split scimitar on the max without buying the rights to it, so they designed something quote-unquote different that does exactly the same thing. So I think the max winglet and the split scimitar are within a decimal percent of each other as far as efficiency goes. The max wing and the NG wing are almost identical with the exception of some vortex generators in the wingtip device. So not a whole lot of difference wing-wise on the two airplanes. Oh, all right. I guess transition altitude is different in Japan, so we'll go standard, up to 410. Keep the heading synced like a good Boeing pilot. And up we go. So we're already at 295 knots, so we might be able to go, if we go to the VNAV page. So this is a technique, although actually okay, so we don't have course needles, so we'll do this, got to do that on a different, that's a 737 thing, I guess. You would go engine out and then take the engine out speed and put it in this course window and take the engine out altitude and put it in this course window. But you don't have a course window here, so I guess they don't do it. Look at that, chat. That is the classic Boeing widebody look to me. Just the twin engine, I don't know. That's cool. The 200ER is my favorite triple. It just seems to have the right combination of fuselage length and wing and all that. Just the proportions are on. They work better when they're linear. Cam, what's optimum cruise shown in the box? If it's in the same spot, optimum is showing 395, and the max we're going up to, or the max is 428. We're going to 410, so split the difference. Yeah, right? I mean, Boeing builds airplanes that look good. Okay, so we're through 18, so we can go lights off, 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 off. Okay, keep those. Seatbelt signs can come to auto. Man, the other funny thing about flying on a Japanese airline, we're going to go direct somewhere because we got to get pointed the right way. Let's go. Oh, we have a disc on there. Let's go direct Sandy. Why is this all at 4,000 feet? That's not right. Anybody know? Or is that 400? No, why do all these have... Oh, is Sandy the beginning of the The arrival? Oh, so we're basically filed on a departure direct to an arrival. Is that the case? Oh, Oscar, yeah. Logo lights do stay on. Mm-hmm. John Seifert, full flap, putting in today's work, 3 streams in a day. Yeah, dude. I tell you what, man. I much in the same way I underestimate 3-leg days on my real schedule. I kind of underestimated what 3 legs was going to be like simming. That's a busy day. It's easy when Big Sim does it, you know, and I just tune in when I can, but it's work, man. Gus, oval departure, you climb, do a 15 DME arc to the west, southeast, and north, then to avoid the U.S. base. Oh, well, not at Sugi, right? Oh, Okinawa. Yeah. Okay, so let's look at the arrival, because I think the arrival, if I remember, it was kind of juicy from the passenger seat. So star was the what was it? It was the axle north. So I think this one. Yeah, axle north. Axle 1 north is this one. So yeah. So we're gonna take this in, and then we're gonna go. The 1N is to Sally, so it's this one. Yep. And then to stow, and then we're going to come in here, and then we're going to go nylon, and then we're going to go all the way around Tokyo Bay and land on 16 left. So that is what the arrivals for 34 right. No, we want to land on 16 left, chat. Because 16 left is juicy. You get to come all the way around the bay here, and we may disconnect. We'll see. Wait a minute. I need to load that that arrival didn't load correctly because I want the let's see, what do I want? I want the ILS to 16 left. Oh, ROH, RJTT. ILS to 16 left. And then axle 1 north. No transition. Oh, and then Sandy transition. Okay, so then if we go route, there we go. There we are. Yep. Axle, then Utibu. Wait, what? The visual for 3-4 right. Yeah, but the winds are 340 at 15 gusting. Yeah, but I don't have real world weather going, so that's fine. AJ, full flap sim equals Mr. Reverse Flow. Yeah, but the reverse flow is the juicy one. Okay, hang on, chat. I'm confused here. So my problem here is we'll use the captain since I guess Randazzle is a thinks only the captains use the FB. If I want to do this arrival, so I want to do the, hang on, axle, this one, the axle 1 north arrival, and the approach, we're doing the ILS to 16 left. Okay, so if I want to do this arrival, why is that not downloading in the box? Oh, it's the axle? Is that, so departures and arrivals. Oh, I put the wrong one in. Axle 1 north. Okay, so we're going to do axle 1 north. There it is. Okay. and then ILS to 16 left. Wait, what? Oh, these are only the runway 22 or 23. Oh, okay. I don't want that one. I don't want that one. Chat, I'm all screwed up here. So basically I want to do this big Schwuppenhausen loop around Tokyo Bay, and then I want to land on 16 left. So that's 2 and 23. Okay, I'll just land. Yeah, I'll just land before Gus. Oh, here we go. This is the one. This is the one. Here we go. Here we go. Axle left and axle right. Okay, so new answer. All right, RJTT, axle left and axle right. No transition to the ILS 16 left Sandy transition. Execute. Okay. Now, if I go route, legs. Oh my God. All right. Route, legs. Here we go. Axle to Sally. Sally's at 2:30 and 12. Then this one, T253, 254, all those to Stone. To Stowe, which is at 12,000, 230. Then into Shaft at 9. Then Newman at 210 and 9. Oh, wait, no, Shaft at 9. Then Snoke, Spine, Soppy, Snare. Okay, yeah, that's what we're doing. Okay. No, Gus, I'm not circling to land. We're landing on 16 left for juicy cinematic purposes, because when we're gonna move this view back a little bit too, because there's a whole bunch of like cranes and stuff, and if you're sitting where full flap actual was when he was coming back from the Navy, you get a real juicy view of Tokyo Bay from this window right here. So that's what we're gonna have to do. There we go. Okay. So we need to beat Gus and Vodka, or Gus and AJ. So we have to fly fast. So we're going to go VNAV. We're going to climb at 0.85. Okay. Nope, we're going to climb at 0.86. Nope, we're going to climb at 0.87. And then we're going to cruise at 0.87. Good thing we brought extra gas. And then we're going to descend at 0.87 or... no, we're going to do 0.86 or 320. There we go. All right. AJ, you're going to have to slew. All right, well, worst case, I'll disconnect for the landing, just because, like, trust me, it's a juicy approach. I hope it's juicy. If not, no one will follow me anymore. Okay, let me put the EFB away. Gonna go like that. Jump back over to the right seat and get into top of climb. All right, in the back. AJ, you're gonna have to slew. Why? Are you guys way ahead of me? Hang on, let me look at VATSIM radar. Where are we going? We're at Oh no, we were at Okinawa, and now we're going to Tokyo. Oh boy. Why can I not see anybody of us on the map? Let me try refreshing here. ROAH. I'm not seeing any of us on the map. we just took off out of there. All right. Well, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. All right. Let's see. Back to the chat. Try 2-2 with circle to land 4. No, dude, I want to land on 1-6 left because it gives you a real juicy view all the way around Tokyo Bay. It's just bear with me. It's a good arrival. Out the left-hand side. Yeah, V1 gets it. Pro tip: land on the juice. Ignore all actual flow and Gus Team Vodka suggestions. Gus, I'm not gonna do a circle to land in my first ever 777 landing. Although 13 knots tailwind, well, we'll see. Cam, gonna be in and out. Many thanks again for all your insight. By the way, I saw a pair of F-18s take off from Long Beach. Ooh. The other day, and they set off everyone's car alarm. Goosebumps. Do you know what squadron they were from? Because it might have been my old squadron. We used to fly out of Long Beach on cross country a lot. Oh, vodka's it. Oh, Digital Merc, this bird is slippery on the approach. Okay. Fine. Gus, what do you mean, where am I going? Oh, I could land after them, too. Well, wait, Gus, what do you mean, where am I going? It's just a big 737. Yeah, what do you mean, where am I going? I'm going direct to Axel. Where are you going? Right? Am I out to lunch? Oh, what is your next fix? Yeah, Axel, AKSEL. Gotcha. Oh yeah, man, I'm gonna beat you there by 20 minutes. Wow, I'm all messed up actually. What does my SimBrief flight plan say? Did that follow me direct? Oh no, not even close. Wait, I screwed up the entire loading because yeah, I'm supposed to be going Amami Y574 to Shibuk, Y57 to. Oh, chat, we're cooked. We're definitely violated because we're just going direct. So no, vodka. It didn't load in the box. I don't think. I don't think the box loaded the points correct. We're cooked, chat. We're Malaysian 370ing right now. We're just on our own program. Yeah, fake pilot. Okay, hey, let's. This is definitely little stream version of V1. Yeah. So, chat, the box didn't load. It. It's the box's fault. Yes, it did. You had the route up on the leg. No, it. Yeah, we're gonna need a vector. We're gonna need a vector, chat. Okay, let's explore some Boeing box stuff. All right, so the first thing is custom waypoint. So now, if I want to create a custom waypoint, I'm assuming it's the same thing. So if I want to go like this and make crater, not in the database. Okay, so that's how you would make a custom waypoint in the 7.3. I don't know if they maybe don't simulate custom waypoints. Okay, let's try this. So if we go Axel, okay, so Soppy, for example, 7,000 and below. If I want to see what altitude we're going to cross Soppy at, I should be able to take Soppy, go to the fixed page, drop it in, hit a beam. Yeah, there it is. Okay, and then, so it's going to cross Soppy at 12, even though the restriction at Soppy is Wait, below 7? Okay, so that didn't work. Because this altitude right here should tell me what the VNAV is going to cross SOPI at. Okay. Interesting. Let's see. So if we, let's see, try Sandy. So Sandy needs to be above 4,500. So if we go Sandy in the fixed page, hit a beam. Yeah, invalid entry. Okay. Yeah. So here's the thing, guys. The box is simulated, but it does fall apart under a little bit of scrutiny when you get into kind of those next level functions, right? Like the kind of higher order functions. Like it's good for, and I'm making a big assumption here that this one operates the same as the 7.3, but turns out, even PMDG, as you dive into the more complex operations in the FMS, it kind of falls apart a little bit. Now, to be fair, iFly simulates all that in their 7.3, which maybe the next stream will take the iFly out and I'll do a advanced FMS tutorial. So V1 coming in with a $5 super chat added to the list. It's the box's fault. Also, every time you say cooked, I have PTSD. Okay, so chat. If you want to hear a tale about V1 and I trying to assemble a Gordy carbine, this is a good one. Here, hang on. Let me get this all set up, and then lateral offset. Let me try. Wait, are you messing with me? Is this going to crash the sim? If we go route page offset to right. All right, hang on. I'm making a poll. Chat, because if I try that and it crashes, we're done. All right. AJ, remember that feeling you got when the ground crew bowed to you? Yeah. That's awesome. Oh, V1 podcast. Yeah. Okay. Okay. We'll podcast it. We'll podcast that. Dude, V1. When are we doing a podcast? We gotta find a time and record some content. Okay. So it caused a WASM crash in 24. All right, I'm going to let the poll play out. Okay. Yeah, that'll be podcast content, but we're cooked, chat. Yeah, we got to do some collabs. We got to do some shared cockpit Airbus, shared cockpit Boeing stuff. I think that could be a lot of fun. Podcast win. That's just V1's a busy guy, man. So I'm just on his schedule. Whenever Big Sim can make time for the little guys, we'll get one recorded. Could have been niche hardware. Man, I definitely the model is for sure, and I can't put my finger on what it is, but the model is definitely improved over the 7.3 as it should be, because it's 6 years newer. But yeah, this is definitely an improvement. I'll probably be flying this thing quite a bit in the future, I think. There we go. We'll do that. That's a good wing view. The Classy Traveler, welcome. Welcome. The next episode of Bus versus Boeing. Is that even a contest? I think Boeing wins. Although this the triple is pretty Airbusy. You know, I mean there's not a whole lot to do, so you can really focus on flying to the wrong place because the box sent you to the wrong waypoint. Didn't Flight Deck to Sim also have a WASM crash? What caused his? Digital Mark. Yeah, it is. It's the triple is fly-by-wire. I think it's the first fly-by-wire Boeing, as a matter of fact. So, Gus, it's not Tolis bad level, but it's not Phoenix. The model or the overall product? Oh, good. Turk dropped by in the men's room. Good wing view in 2009, and I'm out. Just stop by while peeing. Great. Wait, what do you mean I don't have to hit LNAV in the triple? Wait, like, hang on. So if I get a vector, all right, hang on. Let's recreate something. This didn't happen in the real world, but you know, allegedly, accusations have been thrown about. So if we hit heading select, and now we're on a heading. So now you're telling me if we go direct to axle, we'll get on the heading first. Yeah, you press flight level change. All right, so now axle, execute. Yeah, you still have to hit LNAV. What are you talking about? We got bad gouge V1 here. So allegedly, there was a crew that deviated for weather and heading mode, was told axle when able. They heading moded towards axle like this. Cleaned up the box, executed it, and off they went like this. And about 320 miles later, they realized that the nav performance scale was deviated about 0.6 miles, and realized that they had never hit LNAV. Yeah, you still have to hit LNAV. Yeah, fake news V1. V1 making up procedures over here, man. He's like, yeah, you don't have to hit LNAV. You descend in flight level change mode. Throw the gear at 3,000 feet. Whole lot of mid-Texas techniques going on here. Yeah, Mickey G, I haven't either. I heard it's happened. Hey, why's the jet not following the line? Oh. Yeah, Mickey G, I keep forgetting that the E6 had a 737 NG cockpit. Every time I imagine a 707, I just imagine, like, you know, round gauges and ADF needles. And did you fly T6s or T34s? No, it's not violence. It's just, you know, very specific techniques going on there. Oh, Zippy, did you really? Oh, Max Racing. Don't be like one of these Top Gun graduates you see on the news speculating aircraft mishaps. What do you mean, man? My hero is Blanco Lirio, man. If I could, be like him one day. Someday. Be like the Grim Reaper, just show up after every aircraft mishap. All right. Man, I didn't realize how fast the triple was. Yeah, Zippy, that's how it happens, right? Got told direct, thought I was going direct. In fact, was not going direct. Oh, you sailed past a waypoint? Yeah. No, these guys didn't sail past a waypoint. They just got 300 miles downrange and went, huh. Oh, Mickey G, nice. T6Bs. Dude, I love the T6, man. I'm jealous you're getting to go fly it again. I bet it's a much more fun airplane when you're not a student, because you're not worried about failing out. But oh man, look at these textures. This is cool. Like you've got some of the fasteners that are painted over, and then others the paint's wearing off. That's kind of a cool detail. I don't know if the triple's this way, but in the 7.6, there's a panel. I want to say it's like right here, but it's hinged, and what it is the landing gear mechanism doesn't fit in the wing while the gear is swinging, and so as the gear is coming up, the panel opens and like part of the gear strut sticks up through the wing, and then as the gear finishes cycling, it sticks back down through the wing and the door closes again. I don't even know if it's just like spring loaded or what, but if you're ever on the 7.6 sitting over the wing, look at it, and after takeoff, this door will kind of pop open and pop close again as the gear cycles, because random gear components stick up through the wing during the gear cycle. But it doesn't look like the triple has the same thing. Max Race, does the Randall Snow T6 have engine wear and tear? Not yet. So the primary goal of the mod was to get the flight dynamics correct, and then some visual stuff. And then once that's complete, engine wear and tear is on the list to do. But engine wear and tear gets really complex really fast, because you have to you kind of have to figure out what parameters you're going to use for damage, right? And then you also have to document it really well, so that you can basically explain to people what they can and can't do with the engine. So it's on the list. And again, he's the developer. I just sit here and throw good ideas at him, but hopefully in the future, but not yet. Gus, it's close to the fuselage. Yeah, the door and the head of the flap. Hard to see. You probably have a better angle. Yeah, I've definitely seen it from the back, but you have to be looking at it for sure. Mickey G, yeah, a lot more fun. Don't miss sitting on the ejection seat though. What? You don't miss the ejection seat? Dude, I get nervous without an ejection seat, man. Like I got so used to sitting on the rocket chair that now when I don't, and I fly through like turbulence or something, I'm like, ugh. I'm used to being able to punch out of this thing. Zippy, yeah, no Nightbot. That's correct. I'm not fancy like that. I haven't set up Nightbot yet. I don't even know what Nightbot is or how you set it up. I'm a tech Quaker. Classy Traveler, yeah, Hobbs and cycles, and then also like certain, manifold pressure RPM settings that would be potentially damaging to the engine. So I hope the Bluebird is released this century, man. The 7.5 is I mean, what a cool airplane, and super versatile, right? Because you could use it to go like Atlanta to Orlando, like Delta does, or you could use it to go to Hawaii. I mean, all kinds of flying. It can go into John Wayne, 5,600 feet of runway. Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff you could do with a 7.5. So I hope so, man. But I think I'm on yellow sim for the duration, so we'll see. Although I'm definitely tossing around the idea of a new PC, so we'll see. Oh man, tell me that's not a great looking airplane. Delta used to fly Atlanta to Brasilia on the 7.5. Yeah. How long a flight is that? We got to do some more South America flying because I feel like there's a lot of cool South America airports that that V1's flown into that I haven't done yet. So I need to go check that out. Oh, interesting. It's on the range limit of the 7.5, but the last cabin upgrade and the satellite dish lost almost 300 nautical miles of range. Really? The satellite, the Wi-Fi costs that much range? That's incredible. So we have a MEL that says Viasat drag reduction taken into account, but um, I didn't realize it was that significant. That's incredible. Zippy, I'll take you to see the sites. Did heaps with the world update. Yeah, I would love to do that. Do some fly-alongs. Do some like the world tour stuff was cool. We need to do some more radial engine mafia stuff. Maybe the radial engine mafia pre-positions for the next Barry stream, huh? Just flies on out ahead to get set up base camp for Barry. V1, what do you think? We doing Barry Seal tomorrow? You still around? Check up front, make sure that everything's still kosher. Oh yeah, weight. So it's weight and drag. Interesting. All right, so we'll go cruise. We're up at 410. Descent forecast. And then let's see. Force Raptor, I think Barry died. Oh, we might. We might. He just returned from South America. Okay, all right. Where's he at? He's in Eureka, California, right? Gus, 11 o'clock, that's you. Let's see, 11's over here. That? Right there? Oh, okay. Oh, or this. Let's see. Ah, right there. There we go. Yeah, Mickey G. We need, dude. You need to drop some vids in the Discord. Okay, so that's AJ, and then that's Gus up there. Okay. Duke with a force feedback yoke. That sounds awesome. Man, I'm over here with my Thrustmaster like a peasant now. I was excited about this thing too. So, is it? It's pretty big, right? Like, how deep is it? Because I don't know if I have room on my desk for a Moza. Because I think I saw a picture of it, and it's pretty. Takes up a fair amount of room. uh, I mean, I'm basically doing the same thing. Oh, all right. Well, here, let's look at this. So I copied, when the route downloaded, I copied it into route 2. So if route 2, yeah, see, there's nothing in route 2 unless I go route request. Oh, oh, chat, I fucked up. Oh, I shouldn't have said that on stream either, but oh, chat. We we go sim brief route, set payload. Look at this, set fuel, set route. Oh, yeah, cooked. That's where we should have done. We should have set the payload, set the fuel, set the route, and then it would have downloaded all the route. I just put departures and arrivals in. Got it. Yeah, it's a hard job. Yeah, we effed up. It's supposed to be a family-friendly channel. Family-friendly content for all to enjoy. Oh, yep, there it is, vodka. Yep, that's what I was talking about. Well, you weren't specific. You didn't tell me to go route request. Just like, yeah, looks good. You you V1 me, man. Yeah, looks good. Send it. Throw it in the box. I'll take 2. Oh, I clicked select route, but you didn't activate it. You hit X. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Perfect. So level 7. What do you mean they put 0 effort into the EFB? It's right there. It's an iPad. You just there it is. Yeah. The classy traveler used to be a school teacher, and I let it slip a few times. I had a high school English teacher that dropped the F-bomb in the middle of a classroom in Salt Lake City, Utah. It was the funniest thing I'd ever seen. Got the 20-second delay on the chat. Yep. uh, just like that, I've been pulled from the big screen. Like they haven't heard worse. Oh yeah, it's a universal flight tablet. It's not a. How'd Big Sim get it up on the window here? Big Sim, how'd you get the EFB up on the thing? Level 7 doesn't this do weight and balance on the EFB? Is that not weight and balance? Like quick load, precise loads, all that in? Import weight and balance from SimBrief. Oh yeah, chat. I could have done this. Import it from SimBrief onto the EFB. Get all of our stuff. Yeah. All right. Next one. Yeah. How do you get? I want to get the EFB up here. Was there a click spot for it? Do you drag it? No. Oh, don't do that. Don't open the window. Oh, have you guys seen the there's a stain on the left window. Click that. Why is this all captain centric? A stain in the left window? Oh, does it work over here? Oh no. Turns out when we were running, my oldest was sleeping on the floor behind me. Oh no. Oh, that was definitely not PG. Definitely not. What is this? There's no man, this is too captain centric, man. This is too close to real life. Nobody cares about first officers. Yep. EFB doesn't work on the first officer side. Oh, you have to click the window open handle? Oh yeah, yeah. Have you guys seen the video uh of the 777 test flight where they opened the window in flight? Have you guys seen that? I got. Let me see. Can I put that up? How do I put that up? Do I? I guess I don't need to care about copyright strikes. Let me see. Window open. Let's see. Let me see here. Hang on. No. There's. Oh, this is 7.3. This one's a 7.3, but there. Oh no, here it is. Window opening on takeoff. Yeah. All right, here. Let me. Oh boy, I'm going off script here, Chad. I'm trying to. Let's see. Sources. I got to add a source. A browser. Nope, that's not what I want to do. Oh boy. Okay, well, how about this? I'm going to drop the link in chat. That's easier. There we go. Do this and that. There you go. Yeah, look at this. They take off and he just rolls the window open. Which, so having watched that video, you know, I've heard captains say like, "Hey, we're going to abort on takeoff if a window slides open." And now that I've seen that they test flying it with the window open, it's kind of like, well, I mean, do you need to? You could take off with the window open. It looks like they tested it. Force Raptor. None of this flight has been on script. We don't even have a flight plan loaded. Yeah. So I guess we realized that there was a problem when Gus goes, "Hey, where are you going?" And you guys remember that? That was the worst feeling in flight school when flight training when you're learning to fly, and the instructor just looks over and goes, "Where are we going?" It's like I thought you knew. Yeah, that's wild. I wonder if you can take off with the window open in this thing. Yeah, that was a real confidence builder of a video for me. I thought that was pretty neat. That one, that they thought to test it, and two, that it really wasn't that big of a deal. V1, we don't abort for that on the 320. You can open it below 250 knots. Really? So like if you're on the approach and you had like some crazy smoke and fume thing and you're slowed to approach speed, you could pop the lid. Gotta win the part switch isn't enough. Yeah, I mean I know it's not in the abort criteria, but I've had flown with captains who said, hey, below 80 knots, if like a window opens or something, we'll abort. And I was like, oh, okay. Oh wow, there was a crew that landed with the window open after encountering hail, and it shattered the entire window. Wow. I mean, I've opened it on the ground when I had a window heat MEL'd, and so the window fogged over, and we were turned into the jetway, and the captain couldn't see out, so I just opened the window so we could see out, but never did it in flight. It's in the checklist for smoke. Well, all right, let me check mine now. Hang on, chat. I've got my EFB here. I'm going to look up smoke and fume elimination and see if opening the window is listed in the old QRH. Smoke, fire, or fumes. Let's see. Oxygen mask on. Da, 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 da. Increasing. Immediate landing, smoke or fume removal. Okay. Oh, what? Look at this. Yeah. If the smoke or fume source is confirmed outside the cockpit and the procedure, if the smoke or fume source is confirmed to be on the flight deck, and there's a big caution here, establish normal holding speed. High airspeed may prevent opening the window. Open the first officer's sliding window. Of course, the first officer's window. We wouldn't want to inconvenience the captain. So open the peasant's window. Man, that's cool. I hadn't gone that deep down the fume removal checklist before. That's kind of cool. In-flight window opening. No, Force Raptor. I was looking in my EFB, which is an EFB, not a UFT. Who's texting me here? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, don't open the captain's window. Open the peasant's window. Wouldn't want to spill the frou-frou coffee. It actually specifies. It doesn't say open a cockpit window. It says open the first officer's cockpit window. Oh, man. How are we looking on AJ and Gus over here? Oh. Wait, how are you guys ahead of me? What? How fast are you guys going? Also, y'all are... wait a minute. I'm at the barber pole doing 0.87 direct. Y'all are doing some lame pre-briefed route, and you're ahead of me? What's going on here? Are you guys flying in the clacker, doing it 727 style? Yeah, I should have asked that line check guy I flew with the other day. He was like, hey, anything you'd like to do that's non-standard? Yeah, I'd like to open the window. Slustavo. No, Vodka, they haven't been in front of me an hour because they started, AJ was like right there. AJ was literally right there. Gus was like up here. Now they're miles ahead. Oh, hang on. Hang on. Hang on. There it is. Yeah, there we go. 70 knots on the tail. Send it. Okay. Slustavo, I apologize. It was a false accusation. Nighttime routine for the kiddos. See y'all later. See you, V1. Thanks for stopping by, man. All right. The pole is not clear. All right, end pole. Let's see. Yep, live weather. There it is. All right. Hey, if y'all haven't dropped a like for the 3-leg day, please do me a solid and hit that like button. Yeah, dude, the non-live weather keeps getting me. 70 knots, man. We'd be there by now. Should we try an offset? No. Okay, we're not going to do it. But I think you would just type in the offset here, like 2 right, enter, and Bob's your uncle. Okay. Destination RJTT. So we'll put that in the fix page. RJTT. We're going to go 15 And 10 DME rings. I assume that those will work and that'll triple as well. Oh man, VREF is actually quite low. Okay, there we go. Gus, hey, it's not like I'm not warning you. I know. Well, we'll see. Well, if I disconnect, I'll go back to non-real world weather because I want to. It's just such a juicy approach, and I've got scenery for it. I'm not a saboteur. This big sim slander. Man, it's lonely up here, chat. Look at this. Here, watch your ears. We're going outside. Yeah, look at this. The middle of the ocean. No land for as far as you can see. I guess there's land right there. Still, that was always a lonely feeling being way out over the ocean like that, I thought. Max Racing, I wonder if the autopilot kicks off in heavy turbulence on this aircraft like it does in the 320. I don't know. It held through that weather shift that we just went through. So there's that, I guess. For what it's worth, I've never had the 7.3 autopilot kick off on me. So, but I don't know firsthand about the 320. Is that a known thing for like Phoenix or for the real world A320? I'll look through these synoptic pages here. Okay, so that looks pretty familiar. Oh, these are fancy. Oh, that's probably the page I should have checked for the doors being closed. Landing gear, tire pressures, brake temps, landing gear doors. Probably have that up for the flight controls check. That's cool. It's a neat airplane. Really neat airplane. This flight deck is actually not as big as I would have thought. I mean, you know, because some of them doesn't the 7576 go back further? I mean, I guess it's pretty roomy still, but you got this jump seat over here. Kind of sitting back here. Kind of a cool view. Oh, really? The Airbus A320 does it in real life by design. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I didn't know that. I mean, I'm sure there's a threshold where it would disconnect, but I have no idea what it is. That's pretty cool. Should we go take a look at the cabin? Let's see. We got how long we have? 284 miles to the top of D. Yeah, we got time. All right. Call back for a lab break. Got a little, oh, it doesn't work. Little tablet. Our little control station there. Oh, look at these lie flats. It's pretty cool. Everyone's got aisle access. Man, have you guys flown in these? This looks like it's comfy as hell. Is that long enough? Oh, do your feet go? Where do your feet go? Like, do these lay flat? Got a pretty good sized TV. Or is this my TV and that's his TV? Or do I have to look sideways? They do? Yeah, they lay flat. Man. I still haven't had the chance to fly anywhere in first class yet, but it's on the bucket list. I think that'd be cool. You ever do that? You're sitting in one of these chairs and you're watching some movie and some, like, you know, gory scene or whatever comes on, and you're like, oh God, like don't judge me. Or they pivot out. Interesting. There we got a galley, mid-cabin galley. Ooh, we got more first class. Oh, there's a lot of first class on this thing. Anything else I need to add to the list? No, man, I think we're good. Oh, here we go. Here's where the pores fly. Yep, got the 4 across seating. Yep, the overhead bins. Oh, there's a sliding partition. Oh, it can completely close off. Oh, that's cool. Oh, okay, they pivot out. Got it. The screens pivot out. Gotcha. Wait, Oppenheimer has nudie scenes? Isn't it about like some nuclear scientist dude? How'd they fit boobs into that storyline? We got the aft galley back here. Ooh, look at that. That's roomy. This was the seat that the government bought me on the leg from Tokyo to SFO. Was the very last non-reclining window in economy for 10 hours or however long it took to get back from Tokyo. But I was just glad to be free. Well, I think we can agree that that's miles ahead of any other PMDG offering. I mean, it's not a bad cabin. The amount of people on these things is always staggering to me. You know, like I feel like I see 200 souls on a narrow body and go, man, that's a lot of people. Then you look at this thing and go, no, it's not a lot of people. This is a lot of people. All right, back up front. Oh, are we catching up to Gus and AJ here? They're going to be on the ground before we are because we got to go all the way around. So this will work out well, I think. Well, we can start taking a look at the descent, I guess. So let's go over here. I do like the magic hand feature. So let's build it. So we'll go nav radios. So I'm assuming on the navred page that the ILS auto tunes. Maybe not. Maybe we have to put it in. It says park right now. So let's go. Just bought the plane and loaded in the Flightbeam's KSFO. Performance is quite impressive. Dude, that is, I mean, say what you want about PMDG, but their airplanes are generally work really well. And they also generally perform really well. Okay, so it's already auto-tuned. 111.95 and 157. 111.95, that's all done for us. Okay, so that's set. So we can go to the legs page. And I think we already checked all these points. RJTT, the axle left. There we go. Yep. Yes, we checked all these already. All right, so that's going to take us all the way around Tokyo Bay, and then into the ILS to 16 left. And then once we land, where are we going here? So we're going to land on 16 left. Nope, that's the wrong airport. Arrival airport 10-9. There we go. Yeah, so we're going to land on 16 left, jump off the runway, and then we'll just taxi back and park at one of these gates over here. I think we went over here, real world, but we'll just taxi back and take something that is fairly close. All right, so we built it in the box. We bugged it with our ref. We got to bug the mins, which are what? What are the mins? $219. This is like the world's worst. Oh, it's a click and drag. Ooh, I like that because it goes by tens like the real airplane does. That's cool. Yeah, okay. So you can click and drag, and then you can scroll to once. That's a way better system than the 7.3. That's cool. Okay, so we got 219 set on both sides, so it's bugged. Braked. We'll go brake 1. And we'd brief it. Cool. All right. Fly USMC. You two. Oh, nice. Flew to Miami this morning. Really nice sim by PMDG. I agree. Ooh, sunset approach. Yeah, I dig it. Let's do that. Let's do. Well, let's see. How long do we have to go? RJTT at 0130. So we have about an hour to. Is that right? An hour to go? Yeah. Yeah, 407 nautical miles. Okay. So an hour to go. So yeah, we'll fast forward to sunset. Let's go weather. Let's see. So when's the real juice? About 6:40. There we go. So it's at 5:40 now, and about an hour. Perfect. And then we'll get off live weather. Oh boy. Well, I want live weather for now because I want the extra speed. But then once we get to top of D, I'll get off live weather. All right, so 5:49 and about 160 out. Cool. Okay, so we'll check the recall. Alright, so for the descent check, recalls checked, notes are checked, auto brakes, 1, landing data, and minimums, and the approach briefing is complete. There we go. Just yacked in the lab. Yeah, like look at that wing flex. I think the whole airplane just seems much more organic than the 7.3, which hopefully bodes well for a 2024 update to the 7.3, if they do one. The one thing I'm interested to see is the flapper-on behavior is very interesting on the triple. So I didn't watch it on takeoff. I'm sure they got it right, where the flapper-ons droop on takeoff, kind of float up to neutral, and then kind of get set into takeoff position. But on landing, I believe it's at flap 20. The flapper-ons extend with the flaps, and then at flap 25, they turn into like direct lift controllers. At least on the 300. I don't know if the 200 has the same system. But so what you see a lot of times is when the crew selects flap 25, the flapperons actually retract to a neutral position, and then as the airplane slows to approach speed, they come back down again. So the initial PMDG triple for like P3D did not simulate that at all. So I'm interested. I don't remember if the ones for P3D did or not. So I'm interested to see if this one sims it or not. But yeah, we'll see. AJ, do you not like it? Do you not like the wing? Well, yeah, I mean, we're in cruise. I don't know that there'd be a bunch of flapper-on movement in cruise, is there? I don't know. Maybe my standards are too low. I think it's a pretty good model. Glazer in chat. I left an upper decker in the lab before vodka that was not soaked by the same. Gross. We'll jump up here so that AJ doesn't have to look at the flapper-on. Oh, I should probably figure out how the lighting works, huh? Before we before it gets dark. Let's see. Overhead. Glare shield panel. We'll just turn all those to neutral. Master bright on or off. Is that all of them? Are all the lights in one spot? That would be cool. Oh no, here we go. Aisle, panels, pedal stand, and flood. Okay. There's that. And then master switch, just use that. Okay. There we go. All right, so the master's on. Oh, it dials everything up and down. Nice. Man, they turns out from 1967 to 1995, they really made some advancements in cockpit ergonomics. Like they were able to put all the lights on one panel. That's nice. Have we checked the fuel jettison animation? What are we supposed to land with? 20? That's plenty. Let's dump 5,000 pounds, shall we? So, fuel to remain. Let's see. So let's see. If we want to dump 5,000 pounds, we'll just dump down to 2,500 or 25,000. Jeez. So, arm. To remain. That's not. Does the fuel dump work? It says to remain. 87.6 max landing weight, which that seems like it's super high. So if we, oh, there we go. All right, and then so we pull it and decrease. So we've got 28.2, so we've got to dump down to less than that. Yeah, Cam, I like the green backlight too. It's a really nice cockpit setup, really. I mean, if anything, there's not really that much to do, which is kind of the only critique, from a sim perspective, right? But it's a good sim of good sim what the airplane's actually like, I guess. All right, let's see. So I guess we dialed that in. Just open the dump nozzles. Valve. All right, and dump nozzles are on, and I think the center pumps need to be on as well because they're the dump pumps. I'm sure it works. I just don't know how to do it. Close those, turn those off. Maybe you can only dump center tank fuel? I don't know. I gotta read the manual. Got to read the manual. Don't have the gouge on this one. Okay. All right, but we are set up for top of D here. Then we've got, let's see, are we passing? That looks like Gus. AJ, AJ's right there, right? Yeah, there we go. And they're going straight in, so we should be okay, I think, as far as the timing. Yeah, Vodka, I think that's what it is. I had to set the fuel remaining to below, but it's going to take so long to spin it down. I mean, but I guess, maybe do that? No, because I got to arm it, I guess. Let's see. I'm going to get this to work. So we're at 27.6. Let's see. Yeah, I see it on the eCam. Oh, there it is. 11.6. Okay, cool. So that's, I mean, we've basically gotten rid of all the protections here, but. And then, I wonder, maybe the center pumps have to be on? Yeah, there it is. Look at that. I mean, they kind of use the same effect as the engine, as the contrails, which it's not really correct, but okay. There we go. Man, the big thing whenever you're dumping fuel is making sure that the dump valve actually closes again. But yeah, I mean, there are pictures out there like the fuel coming out the dump mass, like it doesn't look like smoke. It just looks like a shitload of fuel coming out of the dump mast. But okay, so we're set up for the descent. Let me take a look at the VNAV again here. And I'm interested to mess with the VNAV in this thing and see kind of how it is compared to the Guppy. But we've got 0.87, 0.86, or 320. And then we've got all the waypoints in there. No speed restriction. Legs page. 230 at Sally. It's basically 230 is the number. All right. So that's all squared away. 129. We'll double click that in there. I'm pretty sure the ILS is set, and there's no VSD to worry about. So we'll just put terrain up on. We'll put terrain up on that side. We'll put weather up on this side. And we should be good. And then once we get a little closer and we start descending, we'll get the real world weather out of there and do that. So we are indeed at 410. We are at 410. Chemtrail denialists. Yeah, so fuel dump works, it looks like. So that's working. I mean, I would be shocked if it didn't, right? I mean, most of PMDG's stuff is very, very complete. The only things I've been able to find that aren't super complete is the FMS, some of the stuff in the FMS. But again, this box I can't say for sure because I'm not 777 typed. I'm just making assumptions based off how the 7.3 works, which clearly it's a different unit for sure. What do these do, Vodka? Why'd you tell me to have those off? Like, what does this do? Oh, got it. So basically, that's the EFIS panel. Is that real world? Like, is that a backup for the EFIS panel on the real airplane? Do you know? I bet it is. I bet it's a backup mode in case the EFIS panel stops working, and you're like over the middle of the Pacific. Yeah, those modes are for controlling all the EFIS stuff. I would bet that they're there. Oh, AJ, it's also modeled in the flight factor. Yeah, I bet it's there then. I bet it's a backup for the EFIS control. Or I mean, I know that's what it is, but that's cool that they've got it. So in the 7.3, if you lose an EFIS panel, it kicks the autopilot off and it becomes sort of a pain in the ass. And then the display source toggle you have to switch. And then once you switch it, it becomes a huge nothing burger. But if you don't know what's causing it, it's one of those things that can be either a huge nothing burger or a giant pain in the butt, depending on if you misdiagnose it or not. So, yeah, I was expecting a little bit more like turbulence or something going in, but I guess not. Hopefully it gets a little bumpier as we go down. The GE sound pack is definitely the best, I think, but I don't know if that's modeling or maybe the GEs just sound better in real life. Do any of you guys know? I don't. I know next to nothing about the triple. I just know the wing variations between them. But like, does the GE definitely sound better in real life too? All right, Gus and AJ need to be starting their descent fairly soon. Yeah, you have a little chop, but you're using X-plane. Okay. I gotta get back into X-plane. Try the beta. Try the beta with maybe Zebo or something. There was somebody, I don't know if they're in chat, but somebody had messaged me asking to go see an IXEG stream, which I almost pulled the trigger on it. But I have like a moral problem with paying $80 for an airplane that I know is not finished and probably won't be. Like, don't get me wrong, it was a good airplane, but I mean, it's not finished, and it probably won't be.
Delta 104 Heavy reporting a light chop of flight level 410.
All right, so we're in VNAV alt. I was trying to switch the. Oh, there we go. And now we're gonna go down to 6. There we go. Put that back to auto. Oh, I was going to try a cruise descent, actually. But I think we're too close now. Damn. I'll have to try that on the next stream. But yeah, we're definitely too close now. We're inside the top of descent, so. We are so close to the barber pole that I'm going to start us down like maybe 20 miles per hour. Maybe not 20, maybe about 15 miles per hour, just so that the airplane can kind of settle into that 1,000 foot per minute rate of descent and decel without really struggling too much. And then we're going to spend a lot of time in old wing view checking out Tokyo Bay. Oh, what happened to my top of descent? Chat. My top of D, where'd it go? There it is. Had to recruise us. 410, we're on the path. Watch your ears going outside. There we go. There's Japan. How's everyone's Japan geography? Is Mount Fuji around Tokyo at all, or is it somewhere else in the country? Ooh, EPRs were going nuts. Right here. All right, we'll keep an eye on it. All right, there's about 10 miles out, so we'll start us down. All right, power's coming back. VNAV speed. And drag required. That's just because we're 10 knots fast. But it'll pick up VNAV speed, and then it should go down about, I think, 1,000 feet per minute. We'll see. It's west of Tokyo. Okay. Northwest. Nice. How tall is Mount Fuji? Because Mount Rainier is 14 something. Is it similar? Let me look that up. How tall is Mount Fuji? Oh, okay. So it's not as tall as Rainier. Gus, get out of here. Bad gouge, Gus. Yeah, 12.5. I expected it to be taller, to be honest with you. All right, there's the path. Throttles are closing out. Oh boy, don't overspeed. Okay. All right, so it kicked us into VNAV speed. All right, we're back on the path. Okay. There we go. Home of the Shiba Inu. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to take the real world weather out so that we can land without a 13 knot freaking crosswind. All right, and then that's going to put us fast. So I'm okay, we're in VNAV speed. So this VNAV works a lot more like the VNAV in the 737s that I fly, because it's how it switches between path and VNAV speed more. No, I'm not doing the circle to land force Raptor on my first ever flight in the airplane. We are doing the approach to 16 left because it's a juicy view of Tokyo Bay. It's funny. Oh man, I'm beating AJ now. Oh man, I put the boards out. We're coming down, chat. Although you've got a huge tailwind, so it's going to be a lot harder for you to slow down. So I don't want to jinx anything, and we are going into Tokyo, but our performance so far has been pretty good. Andres Suzuki, what plane did I say wasn't finished yet? The Randall Snow mod to the default T6 Texan. It was the first airplane that we streamed today. So if you missed that stream and you're into Warbirds, go check it out. I'm not diving. I'm on the path, man. I'm on the VNAV path, right there. I don't know what you're talking about. I think your flight factor no VNAV is going to get you high. Oh man, I bet this is great in VR. I love VR. I just don't use it on stream because I think it's very hard to follow. for for you guys if I'm sitting here winging my view around in VR. But yeah, I'm a big fan of VR when I'm not streaming for sure. Flying form, are we? Oh yeah. Oh, that's not form, man. That's Air Force formation. P1, I thought you were putting kids to bed, man. I don't need a VNav peanut gallery here because as I figure this thing out. I struggled to like the Boeing birds, but the 777 goes a long way to bridging the gap with Airbus. Yes, it does, but I do like some of the I actually like the yoke, believe it or not, in the 7.3. I like the I don't mind fly-by-wire, but I think Boeing's fly-by-wire philosophy is good. So, um, but yeah, it is. It's kind of the halfway between airplane, right? It's the triple's almost like the Boeing that wants to be an Airbus. Digital mark tactical spread. That's what your mom did last night. Here we go. Coming down. Hey-oh. Man, we're diving here, chat. Look at this. I feel like that that looks like Japan. Okay, explain how hold mode makes passengers more comfortable. I still fail to see where that would be any benefit. Okay, so for example, we're on the path. If we go flight level change, and now we're diving, right? Like let's say that we had the throttles at idle, and we're just falling out of the sky, and we're in throttle hold, and I don't want to, I don't necessarily need 2,500 feet per minute to make that restriction. In hold mode, I can sit here and push the throttles up to any position I want. Basically, I have the throttles, right? And I can push the throttles up and basically work this descent ring to arrive where I want to on my descent using the throttles, right? So I'm getting high on path now, but you can basically shallow out. You can use the thrust levers to work a constant angle descent. Back to VNav. To work a constant angle descent, as opposed to just going into flight level change, where you hit flight level change and it slams the throttles to idle and goes 10 degrees down bubble to idle, flight level change, then level off, then dive and level off. Yeah, exactly. It's arm mode in the 7.3. It's hold mode in the triple. So if I go level change in the 7.3, I'll go level change, the throttles go to arm, and then I'll look at the display and manually use the throttles to so that's all it is a lot of times. So in the real world, a lot of times the path is irrelevant because ATC goes, hey, descend and maintain X altitude, and so then if they say descend and maintain 3,000 feet, but I'm really far away from the airport, I don't need to go general quarters. I can just go 3,000 feet, level change, throttles and hold, and then kind of modulate my descent rate with the throttles so it's a nice, smooth, constant descent to land, as opposed to, floating the passengers when the descent starts and then G'ing them up when it levels off and then floating them again at the next waypoint. That's all. I mean, it's most 99% of the passengers probably don't give two shits about it, but, it's just trying to make a job harder than it is so you stay entertained, I guess. Force Raptor, I'm trying, man, but I'm not very good at it. I always thought that was cool how this... I've heard that this is the only spoiler on the wing that's cable actuated, and so it that's why it extends and retracts at a different rate than the rest of the spoilers. That's basically all it is, vodka, is just being able to lessen the rate of descent via speed when you don't need, maximum descent. Which I guess in the Airbus you'd have to use vertical speed mode, which nothing wrong with that. It's easier for me to use the throttles because I do that every day than run the wheel up and down on the vertical speed thing and guess at what vertical speed I need. It's a stretch to say it's like, a necessary thing, but it's handy when you want to use it. That is very Japan to me. Like the sun, I guess it'd be the rising sun, but like, the sun with like haze and this mountains in the distance. It's very cool. Cam, yeah, you see that in a lot of MD-80 videos. That makes sense because I think the MD-80 VNav was fairly rudimentary, from what I understand. Oh, is that Fuji? This one right here? That's Fuji? Nice. Oh man, screenshot. After ATC gives a BS complicated command, they let off the pickle switch to say for controller amusement. I've often wondered. There are some times I do wonder. All right, so Sally's at 230 and 12,000. Using the Blackbird controls levers. That's pretty good. Within 10 knots, I'll take it. It's good enough for Mr. Boeing. In the iFly, you can actually control the throttles when in arm mode, which is a cool feature. Yeah, you can do it in the in this too. In this one, as long as you have it set to allow throttle input when in hold or something like that. Because I literally just did it when I was showing Vodka that. Okay, so we're coming in here now. Now we're going to do this little arky deal. And we're going to hit stow at 230 and 12. But you know what? It's getting late, and I want to get to dinner, so we're going to go direct shaft. Because that doesn't really change much of the approach. We're going to go direct shaft, execute. It's going to recalculate its VNav. There we go. Oh, yeah, you do have to bring them all the way back, or it'll latch. Yeah, 100%. Well, you just have to pick them up where they're at, right? Because right now I've got mine kind of mid-range. Oh, chat, look at that view. Look at that yellow sim. That's pretty good. Man, we must be light. Look at these. The up speeds and stuff are basically where a 7.3 is, right at 210. All right, coming up on 10, we'll get the lights on. We did a descent check. Let's do an approach check here. Approach check. We got altimeters 2992. Cross check. Approach check complete. Oh, vodka. Yeah, I see. That makes sense. Yeah, so if you take off, leave them full forward. Yeah, okay. I got you. Yeah, then you go into arm mode and it sends them to toga. Yeah, dude, I saw this exact view. Mount Fuji, wasn't sunset, it was sunrise, but Mount Fuji, then the water, Tokyo Bay up here. I was trying to figure out where the Japanese surrendered after we nuked them here in Tokyo Bay, because I think the Missouri was in here somewhere. But oh, used to crack me up till I saw a plane get sent around for control amusement until I saw a guy do it and not release the pickle switch. Turned out to be a Squadron XO. Oh, yeah, they do run hot. Anyway, that's a 2 for head work.
Canada traffic, Nippon 104, Civic, it's reducing from 230 to 210 past 7,000 feet.
All right, chat. Dinner's going to be ready in 20 minutes, so we got to cut some distance off this thing here. We're going to go direct Sapi. ANA 1422 for dinner purposes. Proceed direct Sapi. There we go, direct Sapi. And best forward speed. All right, so we're going to open the window. We're going to take speed 250. We are having barbecued chicken thighs, sweet potatoes, and broccoli. It's like it was a, not a one-pan dish, but one of those things you can do all of it on the grill. So, wife decided to cook while I was doing my streaming day because she knew I had a busy couple of weeks. She's like, I'll take care of everything while you go stream and kind of enjoy the day off. So, really appreciated that. He was taking the tower steps 3 at a time. It took a week to clean the excess spit off the windows. Oh, that's funny. Digital Merc, funny timing. Tacos are done and ready. Nice, man. Yeah, we're booking it here. We're doing 250 to Sapi for the ILS, and these are actually joined up. So, yep, those are joined up. So we can we'll say that they cleared us. We'll let's see. The final approach fix is at 4, so we'll do LA 4,000 feet. Oh boy. Brother, why is it not, why will it not do 4,000 feet? There it is. Alright, 4,000 feet. Alright, LA VNAV speed. So we are looking good, chat. See, so here, for example, we're in VNAV speed. I need to be at Sapi at 7,000 feet. If I wasn't a moron and had been looking at this sooner, I could increase power,
traffic,
right? And
Nippon 104, it's on the Axel approach. It's passing at 7,000, TT 462, and report turning absence at 7,000 feet. Nippon 104.
right, so like it's a little ridiculous now because I only have 200 feet to go, right? or actually, oh no, this is good, right? So the SOPI restriction is at 7, but this is trying to get me to go all the way down to 4, right? Well, I don't need to be at 4 until like the final approach fix. So I can add some power here and basically make it a nice smooth descent all the way around this arc in hold mode instead of diving all the way down to 4,000 feet for no reason. Look at this, chat. Tokyo Bay in all its glory. The lights are starting to come on down there. This is juicy. This is totally worth landing opposite direction, right? All right. Shakovic, can you give me a quick explanation of RNAV RNP versus RNAV GPS? RNAV RNP usually has like curved legs and RF legs, and it's designed for more complex approaches, right? Usually that join up to stars, whereas RNAV GPS is generally straight legs, and they're usually built in a T configuration. Where you have to like do a hold and come in, basically execute a hold in lieu of procedure turn, and then execute the straight legs. Whereas the RNAV RNPs have curved like radius to fixed legs, which make them a lot more, not user friendly, but a lot more useful for like drawing lines around like mountainous terrain and stuff like that. But they're flown differently because the MINs are different, and then the setup for the airplane is a little bit different as well. Okay, so this is cool. So now the airplane went into VNAV path because we are approaching the initial approach fix, which is SOPI. So now, even though I had the throttles up, it went back into speed mode, and now it's in VNAV path. It also would do that if we extended the flaps. So we're actually going to slow to 230 now for the arc.
Japan Air 437 is going to be pushing on Victor.
This is awesome. So this VNAV that the triple simulates is the same VNAV that our 737s have, which is not the one that PMDG modeled in the NG. So I'm actually having a lot of fun with this because it's a lot more like the VNAV I have at work. All right, we're going to go into a turn here. We've got plenty of margin with the up speed, but I'm just going to throw the slats out just to give ourselves a little bit more room here.
Nighttime traffic, on phone 115 mile final runway Chipotle.
Juicy.
Nighttime traffic.
All right, let's get flight recorder going here. And the speeds, let's see, we're on to the approach chart now. What? No. Approach.
Narita traffic on Nippon 104 heavy, turning Epson on the XL2 hotel approach for the highway visual for runway 34 right.
Oh boy. Okay, we're gonna have disconnect so we don't crash into somebody here. So we're gonna disconnect. But look at that view of Tokyo Bay. This is awesome here. And now we're right over downtown Tokyo. This is cool. And now we should start a big old left-hand turn here in a second. Yeah, look at that wing bounce as you go into the turn. Oh, chat, this is juicy. This is juicy. Now, I don't know how hard this airplane is to slow down, but I'm probably going to get a little ahead of it just to make sure. Man, I'm going to be doing a lot more flying in the triple, I think. This is really cool. Right? I told you that 1/6 left was the way to go. Gus is over here doing some visual over the bay or something. Out over the water. Got Mount Fuji over there. We haven't fired up the PowerPoint yet. Cockpit lighting's looking juicy. All right, we'll arm the speed brake. Yeah, this is exactly what it looked like. This was when I was looking out the window going, man, I want to go check out downtown Tokyo. I got to catch the Freedom Bird back home. Down we go. All right, gonna start working the speed back to 210. See, now normally when you open the speed window, it would go to VNAV speed, but because we have the flaps extended, it stays in VNAV path and just uses the throttles to try to make your speed that you put in the window. And if it can't make them, then you have to use drag. All right, T-minus 20 to dinner. This is going to work out perfect. Okay. All right, so there's minus 10 knots from VFE. We'll go ahead and put out flap 5. Yeah, I don't know what Water's doing. I know he's deployed. I don't know where he's deployed, though. He probably can't say. All right, there's speed 210, flap 5. Lyros is at 4. Okay. So 4,500 or above for Sandy. Ah, he's not on the Truman. Okay. That's probably a good thing. I think he's on a destroyer for sure. All right, ANA 1422 at Lori, you're cleared for the ILS runway 16 left approach. All right, so we're cleared the approach. Max Racing, I think you're right. It's yeah, gear down flap 20 in the triple. All right, so we're going to slow down to 180 here. Comes flap 15. Okay. Hey, whoever suggested the sunset arrival, great suggestion. All right, we're going to leave it in LNAV and let it capture in LNAV, and then we'll go ahead and select approach mode. That's a pretty cool view of the flaps too, actually. I like the texture difference you can see here, like is that PBR on the flaps? Okay, select Loc. Loc's captured, arm approach. What? The heading bug sinks itself? Chat, do you see that? The heading bug synced itself. Force Raptor, I'm enjoying the hell out of this, man. I really, really like it. There's less to do than there is on the 7.3, and I don't know how many long hauls I'm going to be doing, but I think there's enough short hauls in the network for the 7.3 that, or for the 777 that, yeah, I like it, man. All right, 4,000 set for the mist. We'll dirty up at 2,500. Pardon me. All right, there's glide slope. Shouldn't the flaperons move more? I think in more turbulent weather, absolutely. They would, yeah. Like if I still had real world weather on and we're getting bounced around more, yeah, they probably should move a little bit more. Look at this, right over the city of Tokyo. Yeah, who lands on the 3-4s? Look at this, we're going right over downtown Tokyo. Look at that. Chat, drop a like for that. Drop a like for approaching right over the city of Tokyo. Okay, we'll get the flight recorder going. There we go. Alright, net ref 129, we'll add 5 to that, so call it 135.
2,500.
There we go, gear down, flap 20. Now here we'll go flap 25. The flaperon should fare to neutral. There it is. Okay, so it fares to neutral, and then it, as we slow to approach speed, it should come back down. We'll have to watch it in the replay though. Okay, 135 and flap 30. All right. And the landing checklist. We got speed brake arm, landing gear is down, flaps are 30 green, landing check complete. Oh man, look at those flaps, chat. And the city with the towers and Okay, all right. Back to flying. Bit floaty, we'll see. I don't. I've got a grand total of 0.0 hours in the 777, so I, you know, take my opinion for what it's worth. But I will let you know. All right, so clicking off. All right, there we go. All right, we've clicked off. I'm leaving it in auto throttle mode. Vodka, yeah, I do have dynamic LOD running. Yep. How is this smoother than... Oh yeah, look, the flaperons came down, right? You see that? They drooped from their neutral position. That's cool. So that is a thing on the 200 as well. Shakovic, I am using a custom curve. I've got it. It's in Discord. All right, here comes total full manual control. This thing hand flies great. So I think the TCA, this actually flies better on the TCA yoke because the speed trim system on the triple is sort of designed, you know, there's no actual feedback like there is in a force feedback yoke. So this flies very natural.
100. 50. 30. 20. 10.
Come on, chat. Go for the butter. Oh, there we go. All right, we got 2 in reverse. Set the nose wheel down. All right. That's actually realistic. Auto brake 1, really not doing much. There's 80 knots. Cancel reverse. Manual brakes. Yeah, Mickey G, full total manual control of our ship. Oh, man. Chat, that was awesome. Barely legal, but we greased it. Look at that. Oh, man. Look at that. Screenshot. Screenshot. All right. Let's see. We got to turn those off, those off, those off, those, and those. And then we've got to fire up the APU. And then reset the mins. Get the speed brakes and the flaps up. Oh man, that was. I think Full Flap Sim might have a new favorite airliner, chat. This is this thing is nice. I'm quite happy with this sim. How it hand flies, the performance on my computer. I mean, I'm running a potato of a system. This is a i9 9900K in the 2080 Ti, so not a incredible rig by any stretch of the imagination, and it's performing quite well. All right, for dinner purposes, we're just going to turn in here. Andre Suzuki, I like the IXEG. It's unfinished, and that really bums me out because it's a very good airplane, what they have simulated, but the VNAV is not complete, the holds are not complete. So from that perspective, it makes it very hard to recommend it because you know, it's not complete and it's not being developed at a rate where I think it ever truly will be. So so that's my feelings on IXEG. I like what they've done, but I you know, that's about where it ends for me, I think. All right, let's see. That's the shutdown checklist. We're going to leave that going. All right. Well, let's. I think we got time for one replay. We're going to run the time back a little bit. We'll do one replay, and then that is it for me today. So let's go. We're going to stop the recording. We're going to go back here. We're going to replay. We're going to go flaps full. We're going to pause. We're going to go back a little bit more, and we're going to resume. See how we did here. Jim Lee, do we have a chance to see some more Airbus? Yeah, 100%, dude. I'll do some Airbus. I'm an equal opportunity content creator here. Phoenix 320 is one of my favorites. So you'll be seeing plenty of it around as well. Here we go. All right. Here we are. Let's take a look outside. Chat, what do we think of that reverse sound? That reverse sound, yeah? That kind of took me by surprise. All right. Oh, look at this, how you can see the wing between the slats and the... That's cool. It wasn't quite as juicy as I thought, but still pretty good. All right, Force Raptor got to run off to get dinner. See ya. Thanks for joining. Cam, thanks for coming, man. There we are. Yeah, not quite as soft as I thought, but I'll take it. And the wing flexing as we decel. Yeah. Chat, I think this may be the ultimate airliner. For now, at least. Alrighty. Well, that's it for me. I'm gonna run this back one more time. We'll get flashback playing, and I will see y'all on the next one. I've got Navy stuff I got to do over the weekend, so I won't be able to stream it all then. But hopefully next week, if the airline doesn't abuse me on reserve. So thanks for joining. I appreciate it. It was a marathon, not a sprint. Three legs today. So I appreciate y'all joining, and thanks for all the super chats. We'll catch y'all on the flip. Take care, y'all. That engine shake, though.